Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. We are back with the Ted Show. Happy Monday, November 16th. Super excited to have my old friend. He's probably younger than I am, but we've been friends a long time. Alan Coach Gooch. What's up, Coach? How you doing today?
Ted, thank you so much for having us on. We really appreciate the opportunity always to talk a little Cure Bowl.
I love when we talk Cure Bowl. You know how much I love Cure Bowl. I love when we talk sports since I know nothing about it, but I do enjoy sporting events. We've got this really cool Central Florida sports panel luncheon coming up this week at the Citrus Club. And so Alan and I are going to talk about that. But before we take a deep dive, they want to know a little bit about you. You're like a hometown hero. You're a big I love the face. You're a big dog here, Coach. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, thank you, Ted. Linda and I have had the opportunity to live and work and be around our alma mater for the last 40 years. So it's been fun, and it's been a lot of fun beginning this board, an advisory board, the members and the sponsors with the Cure Bowl. And it's just been awesome. And yes, it's been a long time, and you've been a part of this thing since that 2008. And so yeah,
it's that long.
isn't it? Yeah. So we love UCF, we love the Cure Bowl, and we love Orlando and the community, and we're just glad to still be here, thumping along, trying to give back.
What's that been like during pandemic, especially for bowl games? Give us a little bit of update. When we had our meeting the other day, I was intrigued, and we didn't get to talk much about it. So tell us a little bit about what that looks like, because I think people want to get back involved, but they don't know what's coming up. And we talked a little bit about the bowls at our meeting. So share whatever you can with with all of our TED Show guests.
Absolutely, Ted. Like a lot of businesses, what we've been talking about the last 6-7 months is a lot of logistics and tactics, because you have to develop contingency plans or where or what the virus is going to look like daily, and trying to project. So I've called it to a lot of people. I've said it feels like I'm just digging a bunch of holes in my backyard, and now I'm going to be trying to fill them up.
Keep digging.
Yeah. So I don't know which hole we're going to fill up and which one we're going to use to start this thing. But fortunately, we have got a date, and that's great, because there are 6 bowls around the country that aren't going to have an opportunity to have bowl games for their communities. And these bowl games are important. There's a lot of community impact. Obviously, the Cure Bowl, we're raising money for cancer research, but the Sentinel and the Economic Development Center, they have impact studies done, and even the Cure Bowl, we have a $20 million impact annually on Central Florida, and that's people flying in, hotels, rental cars, restaurants, bars, all of that. And so, it's disappointing to hear that 6 communities around the country aren't going to have that bowl for that economic impact this year. Fortunately, we're going to have it. We still don't know until December 1st what our stadium capacity is going to be, but we do know that December 26th, which is a Saturday later than we typically to kick off. We usually kick off on the 3rd Saturday in December. This year it's going to be the 4th Saturday in December, which happens to be the day after Christmas, which is a big ratings day. People are always watching television and spring day after Christmas at their homes, and so we're happy about that, just to have that opportunity to keep plugging, keep our platform out there for raising money for cancer research, specifically Dr. Annette Khalid here in Central Florida at the UCF Cancer Research Center. So we're excited about that.
I'm excited about the whole thing. Tell people, though, Cure Bowl is unique. I feel like it's unique. Maybe other people have jumped on board. This is a bowl that is geared specifically towards cancer research. So it's very charitable in its thought process. You want to give back, you want to raise money. That's unique, I think, in the bowl world, isn't it?
It is. Most bowls have charity partners, but they don't have it out front, and for various reasons, sponsorships, television partners, etc. We were able to create ours with the charity component out front and hanging on to that for the 6th year. And it is unique, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
You guys put so much work. All right. a ton of work in the community. So that website and everything is tagged in the original post, guys. So if you want to know more, please go to that site. I've tagged Alan. I've tagged the Cure Bowl. We'll get you there. Definitely support. This is a locally grown, and I mean, all the blood, sweat, and tears are all started in a local arena, and I think it's just so important for us to get behind it and support it for so many reasons. But we're also here to talk about the Central Florida Sports Panel Luncheon, which is at the Citrus Club this week. Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, you know, I'm not a sports guy, but I love to hear about sports and the things that are going on in our community, which is the thought process behind this luncheon, because sports, as you said earlier, has a great economic impact on our community. So tell us a little bit about the luncheon.
You know, Citrus Club is always been a great partner of the Orlando Sports Foundation and the Cure Bowl. And Ted, as you know, we've been members, you know, since way back, and it brings a lot of community leaders to the Citrus Club. And so Citrus Club has always been kind of a hub downtown for leadership. You just never know who's going to walk in the door, you know, a John Morgan or a Buddy Dyer or an Alan Johnson or a Ted Bogert. You know,
I was going to say, or an Alan Gooch. I don't know.
Always got some good business. So we wanted to give the Citrus Club a big shout out and really appreciate all that they've done for the Cure Bowl in the past 6 years. But they're putting together a sports panel with Steve Hogan with his Florida Citrus Sports, and Steve and FCS run 2 bowl games in the Orlando Sports Foundation. I'll be there speaking as well. We run 1 bowl game. Then I know Jason Siegel is going to be there, the CEO of Go Sports, Greater Orlando Sports Commission. They're tasked with bringing in sporting events to Orlando, and like we just talked about, you know, all the economic impact that can be created through those sporting events. And then also Kay is going to be there. You know, Kay is with the Orlando City Lions and the Orlando City Pride, and you know, we're excited to always hear from her and what's going on with Orlando City.
I think it's so important because our city, I felt like we were on this verge of true sports acknowledgement and expansion, and then COVID hit. And so it's just so good to see that there's so many amazing organizations like Jason's, and of course, I love Orlando City Soccer. I love you guys. Who am I missing? All of you. Steve Hogan, fraternity brother of mine. I love Hogan. Yeah. But what you're doing is really impacting the economics of the city and our growth ability, because let's face it, the major cities in the country have major league kind of not only just bowl games, but teams in each of the sports. And so what people don't remember is that brings so much economic growth to the city. So it's an important thing for everybody to come and listen to you all talk about what you're dealing with, what you're going through, how you pivoted, what the growth is for 2021. Everybody is looking forward to January 1st, whether they should be or not. And so we all want to hear what the plans are, assuming our world goes back to some sort of normal in 2021.
That's right. I think everybody's going to throw those glasses down extra hard this year after New Year's Eve. But to your point, Ted, no doubt about it, concerts are important. Love going to concerts, shows. You know, sports are just another entertainment venue, and it does offer that opportunity. But it's always great to hear from leaders in the sport community, I think, because you can tie it in with other business and how you're operating. You know, so it's a big win-win for anybody that would attend.
It's a big win. So you can go to citrus-club.com, find out information. You can reach out to me, Alan, Kay, anybody. This lunch is it tomorrow or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
So Wednesday at 11:30, I believe, at the Citrus Club. You can come, you get a nice lunch, and then you get to hear Alan and Steve and Jason and Kay speak on the current state of affairs as far as sports go in our beautiful community. Any parting words of wisdom you want to share with them, Alan, before we go out?
Oh yeah, our staff, if they're listening, or they'll be laughing when I mention this, that we can't control the wind, everybody. We can't. The wind is going to blow however it's going to blow. But the one thing that you can do is control your sail and how you adjust to that wind. And so my hat's off to everybody that's continuing to work through these challenging times. But I do think it is important that we all do try to do that. Because there's young people that haven't had the opportunity to walk across the stage at graduation. That breaks your heart. Or teams that weren't being able to do this, or people weren't able to go to concerts, or canceling vacations and all. I think, trying to work through these things while we do take care of those that need it is important. But to have that fighting spirit to keep going is important. So the wind is blowing, just keep adjusting your sail.
Adjust your sail. That should be our hashtag for this show.
There you go.
Coach. All right, Coach Gooch, Alan Gooch, thank you so much.
Thank you,
guys, you should come out. When do you get to hear all of these local, well, really national, but I'm going to say local, celebrity sports people talking about sports? We have so many sports fanatics in our town, and we have so many businesses that are impacted by how well the sports arena does. And by arena, I mean all of the organizations that Alan and I have been talking about. It's just so critical for us to get behind it because it is such a big part of our economy. So you guys come check it out, citrus-club.com. You can reach out to me or Alan, but the luncheon is this Wednesday at the Citrus Club, 11:30. Coach, thank you so much for being on the show. Give Lisa a appreciate you guys so much. All right. Bye. All right, guys, we're out. We'll see you back soon.
Thank you. See you Wednesday.